take you on a trip to our solar system. Let's take a look. The Sun, the heart of the solar system and the Earth's star. It makes up 99.8% of the mass of the entire solar system. The temperature of the Sun's core is 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to provide thermonuclear fusion. Since the Sun is a star, it is also a ball of gas made up of 92.1% hydrogen and 7.8% helium. A teaspoon of the Sun is said to weigh 10 million tons. Next up is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the Sun, which is Mercury. Although it is the closest planet to the Sun, it is not the hottest. Its thin atmosphere makes it impossible for heat to be held in. But the day side of Mercury can be as hot as 800 degrees Fahrenheit or 427 degrees Celsius, while the night side can hit a negative 290 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 180 degrees Celsius. A day in Mercury is equivalent to 59 Earth days, while a year lasts for 88 Earth days. This tiny planet is still shrinking. Since the birth of the solar system, which is 4.5 billion years ago, it has shrunk to 11 kilometers across. We have the second planet after the Sun, which is the hottest planet, none other than Venus. Due to its thick layer that traps the Sun's heat, the temperature goes higher than 880 degrees Fahrenheit or 470 degrees Celsius. Venus has almost the same size as Earth, but it's just a bit smaller, with its radius of 3,760 miles or 6,052 kilometers. Venus rotates backward and slow. It completes a rotation in 243 Earth days, and it completely orbits around the Sun in 225 Earth days. Next is our home planet Earth. So far, Earth is the only planet that can support living things. It is the biggest of terrestrial planets and also the fifth largest planet among the solar system. The Earth's atmosphere is made mostly of nitrogen and protects us from any meteoroid that might fall on our planet. It consists of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases such as argon, carbon dioxide, and neon. Every 23.9 hours, it completes one rotation as it orbits the Sun. Earth has also a moon, and we are the only planet that has one moon. We will now take a look at the red planet, better known as Mars. The redness of Mars is due to the rusty iron that is on its ground. Average temperature on Mars is negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Like Earth, it also has seasons, canyons, polar ice caps, and volcanoes. As a matter of fact, the biggest volcano in the whole solar system is located at Mars, which is Olympus Mons. It has a radius of 2,106 miles or 3,390 kilometers and is about half the size of Earth. One day on Mars lasts for 24.6 hours, and a year is 687 Earth days. So far, 20 spacecrafts have visited Mars, and the only planet where rovers were sent out to take pictures and measurements. Moving on to the largest planet on the solar system, known as Jupiter. Besides being the biggest planet, Jupiter is also the planet that has numerous moons. As we date, Jupiter has 79 confirmed moons. Its four large moons, namely Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, were first observed in 1610 by astronomer Galileo Galilei and are now known as Galilean satellites. Temperature in Jupiter is cold, even if the weather is at its warmest. It has an average temperature of -234 degrees Fahrenheit, or -145 degrees Celsius. One day in Jupiter is 10 hours only, while a year is the same as 11.8 Earth years. Now let's move forward to the jewel of our solar system, which is Saturn. Known as one of the planets that has rings, Saturn has the most stunning rings to show. It has a set of 7 main rings that has spaces in between. The ringlets are made out of chunks of ice and rock. This planet has an average temperature of -288 degrees Fahrenheit or -178 degrees Celsius, which makes it a pretty cool planet. Saturn is a gas giant planet, therefore, it does not have a solid surface like Earth. Now we'll take a look at a tilted planet, which happens to be Uranus. Did you know that it's the only planet that spins on its side? The tilt is 98 degrees. Just like Saturn, Uranus has its own rings as well, which are 13 sets of rings. Its thick atmosphere is made of methane, hydrogen, and helium. Temperature in this tilted planet is -357 degrees Fahrenheit, or -216 degrees Celsius. 1 year in Uranus is equivalent to 84 years on Earth, while 1 day in this planet is a little over 17 hours. Lastly, the coldest planet and the last one in the solar system, which is Neptune. This planet is dark, very much windy and cold. The average temperature on the 8th planet is -353 Fahrenheit, or -214 Celsius. Imagine how cold is that? No wonder why it's called an ice giant. Neptune is composed of a thick soup of water, ammonia, and methane, while its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane. The last composition is what gives Neptune its blue color. A day in this planet goes by in 16 hours, and it takes 164 Earth years to go around the Sun once. And that ends our trip around the solar system. I hope you've learned a lot from our short journey. Till next time.